Morning class 10 students. This is day 6, lesson 4, topic 6. Now before we begin with this topic, I want you all to take your register and pen in your hand so that you can write and note it down the important points. So today's topic is the pronoun personal. So this topic, which we have already done in class 9, we will be doing it in class 10th also, but in detail. Now, the first thing says the definition of pronoun personal. What is a pronoun personal? It is a word that replaces noun, commonly used to avoid the repetition. So two things, twice it repeat, we cut short it. There are 6 types of pronoun personal: subject pronoun, disjunctive pronoun known as pronoun tonic, COD complemento objet direct, direct object, and COI complemento objet indirect, indirect object, Y pronoun which replaces the places, and pronoun en which replaces the preposition anything after preposition the, and also the eatables and the liquid items. So today we will be focusing mainly on subject pronoun, disjunctive pronoun, COD and COI, because this lesson 3 contains these 4. The next lesson we will do it pronoun Y and pronoun en. Okay, the pronoun sujet, the subject pronoun, we already know it. We've been studying since class 6. That is je, tu, il, elle, nous, vous, il pluriel and elle pluriel. Now you already know the meanings of these subject. Now how to use it? It is used to replace the names like Isabelle parle français, so we can write Elle parle français. So repetition, so we cannot write like Isabelle parle français, Isabelle is a beautiful girl, Isabelle talks a lot. So in order to cut down the repetition, we use she talks a lot, she is very beautiful, and so on. Okay, then Ravi est étudiant. So Ravi can be replaced by the subject pronoun, that is il est étudiant. So this was the first pronoun, that is subject pronoun, when we replaces the names with this pronoun. Okay, so les pronoms toniques: moi, toi, lui, elle, nous, vous, il, and elle. Now moi means me, toi, you, lui, he, elle, she, nous, we, vous, you, il, them, and elle, them. So pronoun tonic are used as subject pronoun when they are multiple subjects which are separated by commas and or. Its rules are different, like how Cédric et moi. I can write Cédric et moi, that means Cédric and me, myself, is nous allons au centre commercial, we go to the mall. So me and Cédric becomes nous. Similarly, je et ma sœur, so ma sœur can be replaced by elle. So I and she, we both go to school together. So what is pronoun tonic all about? Let us see some with the help of these general rules. It is used after the preposition, like je vais chez mon ami. So chez is the preposition, so I have written chez and convert this mon ami into lui. So je vais chez lui. Now it is used after say, like qui est là, who is that, and the answer will be c'est moi, it's me. Now the third point says it is also used in the comparison after que, like the example says tu as plus travail que ton père. So which means you have more work than your father. So we are comparing the work of yours and your father. So ton père will be replaced by, that's right, pronom toni, tu as plus de travail que lui. Okay, next says it is used with certain verbs, expressions and pronominal verbs followed by a person, like penser à and songer à means to think about. Tenir à, which means to be in touch. To be in touch with. Okay, so the example says je pense à mes parents. So I think about my parents. But you know, the person replaces by COI. But in this case, if it is the verb penser, songer, tenir and so on, the verbs like these, so you have to conjugate it with, replace it with pronom tonique. So the answer is je pense à ils. Okay, next point says it is also used with certain verbs, adjectives followed by a person, like être fier de, that means to be afraid of, être content de, to be happy with. So the example says je suis fier de ta mère. So ta mère will be replaced by elle. Je suis fier de elle. So it says I am afraid of your mother, so I am afraid of her. Okay. Then the next says complemento the objet direct, that is COD. Now COD, this is the list of COD. Me or M apostrophe, that is me. Te or te apostrophe, that is you. Le and L apostrophe is him. La and L apostrophe her. Nous is us. Vous is you or you all. Les means them, and les for masculine, feminine, plural part. Okay. Now it is used to replace the noun of the person or the thing. Indications are the two questions we already studied in class 9, right? So qui, that is whom, and quoi is what. So two questions, if a sentence is there, and the object, if you find an object and how to segregate it with COI, just make it in the question form. If it is coming what or whom, that means that the object is in the direct form, not in indirect form. It is always placed before the first verb unless and until if the second verb is in infinitive form, then in that case COD will be placed between both the verbs. For example, in the case of present tense, passé composé, plusque parfait, imparfait, or future simple, the placement of COD, COI, pronom en, pronom y will be before the first verb. Whereas with future proche, present progressive, passé récent, things like these, you will have to have the placement of COD, COI, pronom en and pronom y between the two verbs, that is before the infinitive verb. In the case of present progressive, we say je suis en train de. So between être and en train de, let's say parler, je suis en train de parler. So between parler and être, we have a phrase as en train de. So after en train de, we'll place the adjective, COD. Okay. Points to remember. It cannot be used with the verbs telling taste or preference like aimer, adorer, détester, etc. So aimer, to like, to adore, to hate. So we don't replace it by COD, we will replace it by ça, it. So j'aime la soupe. So soup is an object. So if you might be thinking that la, we can replace it by la, but this will be replaced by ça, that is it. I like it, and the exclamation mark. So the sentence becomes in the exclamation form. Second one, for past tense and feminine object, COD is placed before the helping verb and accord is used in the past participle, which means if the object is feminine, for example la radio is feminine and the sentence is in passé composé, so this will be replaced by la and it will be placed before the helping verb, that is avoir, that is je l'ai. Now the object is feminine, so we will apply the accord. You know that we don't apply accord with avoir. Avoir is very rigid, so I have given the example of this. Instead of this also, that this is the rigid verb, with pronoun personnel we will add accord because of this. It's a rule. Now with imperative, COD is placed after the verb if the sentence is in positive. For example, tu écoutes la radio, so tu will be cancelled, and sorry, S is not there, so S also will be cancelled and the answer will be écoute la. But if negative sentence will be placed, if negative sentence, it will be placed before the verb, that is ne la écoute pas. That means it will be just like the normal sentences, the first with the first verb. Now me becomes moi and te becomes toi with the positive imperative, not with the negation. It won't change, it remains same, me and te. Now complemento objet indirect. So complemento objet indirect is indirect object where we have me, te. Now we saw in COD it was le and la. Now we have only lui for both masculine and feminine. Similarly nous, vous and leur. Now it is used to replace a person and the verb followed by the preposition a. With this preposition a, we have to see if a is there and after a we have a person, we have to replace it by COI. So question can be asked, a qui, to whom? So it always placed before the first verb. I'm again telling you, before the first verb, unless and until if the second verb is in infinitive form, then in that case COI will be placed between both the verbs. So points to remember. I hope you okay, for the past tense and feminine object, COI is placed before the helping verb and accord is not used in past participle. For example, j'ai parlé, so a parlé is the past tense, a ton ami is the feminine object, So we will replace it by lui. So the answer will be je lui ai parlé, and since this person is feminine, we will not have the accord. It's a rule. Now with imperative, COI is placed after the verb if the sentence is in positive form. For example, tu telephone à tes parents. So telephone leur, call them. But if negative sentence, it will be placed before the verb. That means leur will come before the verb. Ne leur téléphone pas. Same way, me becomes moi with positive imperative, and the becomes toi in positive imperative. But with negative, we don't have to change moi, toi. It will remain same as me and the. So this is the assignment. You guys will be doing it. This is the assignment for pronom tonique. I hope this is you can able to see. Right, and then the next assignment is 5 sentences for COD and 5 sentences for COI. I hope this is visible to you guys. Alright. Then we move to the next. The yesterday's assignment I have given you. Today I'll do only this one. And I hope you guys have understood about Plus que Parfait. For this answer I will be giving it to you tomorrow. Okay. So complete the blanks with passé composé and imparfait. So here is the storyline of 2 friends going to library, and they saw a librarian, happens to be a female. So actually they went for issuing the novel, but they couldn't get the novels or any book. Okay, let me come closer to this so that you can have the answers. Okay. So le dimanche dernier, last Sunday, when I returned from the beach side. So returning, passé composé or imparfait? Okay, that's right. The terminated action, that is the passé composé. Je suis rentré. Okay. Mon ami me téléphoné. So what? That's right. My friend called me. That is the terminated action. So m'a téléphoné. And demandé and ask. So he asked me to go to library with her for issuing the book for the novels. So demanding is what? Yes, the terminated action, one time action. Demander si je pouvais aller, if I could go. So if is there, condition is there, so we will put pouvais. Si je pouvais aller à la bibliothèque avec elle pour emprunter des romans. Nous y arrivé. We arrived or we were arriving. Yes, arrived, one time action, terminated action. nous y sommes arrivés. That y is the pronoun personal for, that's right, bibliothèque. Okay, A dash to see the librarian. So voir, that means one time action. Saw for the first time. Okay, habitual name. Okay, a view, that's it. Okay, saw the librarian, and avoir l'air très fâché means she was really pissed off or angry. So state of being of any person, his ability, so it will go with imperative, that's right, avait de l'air très fâché. Then nous ne dash savoir pas la raison, so we couldn't understand or we couldn't understood the reason. So understanding and we don't understand, so again double negative, that is imperative imparfait, sorry, that is the imperfect tense, right? So nous ne savions pas la raison. Peut-être nous dash être démunis. Okay, être is state of being, étions en retard. Maybe, peut-être means maybe we were 10 minutes late, or nous dash to eat the chips, or we were eating the chips. Again, description. So that's right, imparfait. Elle nous dash grondé, so she scolded us. Grondé means to scold, so scolded is one time action, terminated action, so passé composé. And refused to give us the novels, so refusing was also that at particular period of time, that means a refusé, passé composé. Quand on lui dash demander la raison, so when we asked, so a demander, why passé composé? To ask is just at that particular period of time, though it is a storyteller, but we have to see the verb, that is the terminated action verb. So elle dash a ri, she started crying, so she started crying as soon as we, so one time action, a commencé à crier. Et dash cesser la carte de lecture. Okay, here we have la carte de lecture means the tarot cards. She might be seeing the fortune, might have gone to the fortune teller, and she got to know bad news about her life from the fortune teller. So she cesser means she was holding a tarot card, so she, that is okay. Now here this is imparfait, s'aider, so SAIS, that's it, s'aider. Okay, not assessé, not passé composé, but imparfait, she was holding. She started crying, she cried and was holding. She was crying and was holding. Let me also check this with these two things, I'll let you know. Let's move to the forward, last one. Nous dash sortir de la bibliothèque, that means we came out from the library sadly. Très triste means sadly, so came out was just once, so sommes sortir. I hope your answers must have been almost correct. I'll let you know on the personal WhatsApp number. I'll let you know the answers. Okay, you can also share your answers with me on the WhatsApp group, and we'll do these exercises tomorrow, this and the another one which I have given you. Okay, so my dear students, have a blessed day. Abiento.